Welcome back to Chapter 5 of our series, Foundations of Mental Health Literacy. In this episode titled, Support Friends Better, Proven Scripts for Check-ins, we're going to explore 3 effective openers that can help you lower defensiveness and create a more supportive environment for your friends. So, let's dive in. You don't need the perfect words to change someone's day, just the right 15 seconds. In this episode, we drop into 3 real-life text threads and show how a tiny tweak in your check-in, one line at a time, can quietly boost a friend's mood and resilience. You don't need the perfect words to change someone's day, just the right 15 seconds. In this episode, we drop into 3 real-life text threads and show how a tiny tweak in your check-in, one line at a time, can quietly boost a friend's mood and resilience. Research is surprisingly clear. Short, structured messages can shift someone's mental health trajectory more than long, deep talks that never happen. Think of the way a brief weather update shapes your whole day's plans. A simple, well-phrased, "Hey, how are you? Really?" can do the same for a friend's inner forecast. We'll zoom in on specific sentences, which ones open people up, which ones shut them down, and how to pivot when you accidentally say the wrong thing. You'll leave with concrete scripts you can customize, so support feels natural instead of awkward or forced. Sometimes support lands like a soft landing. Other times, it thuds like a misstep on the stairs. The difference is rarely your intentions. It's the micro-choices in your words. In this episode, we'll zoom out from individual phrases and look at patterns: how often you reach out, how you follow up, and how you adjust when a friend's energy changes. You'll see why 5 simple, steady touches across a month can matter more than one perfect heart-to-heart. We'll also explore how to tailor check-ins for different personalities: your blunt friend, your private friend, your always joking friend, without sounding scripted or stiff. Think of this section as zooming from the what to say into the how the whole conversation flows. The research-backed pattern is simple but powerful. Open, reflect, offer choice. The art is flexing that pattern to the person in front of you. Start with how direct you are. Some friends respond well to a straight line. "You've seemed quieter than usual. How's your energy holding up?" Others tense up if the spotlight feels too bright, so a softer entry works better. "I'm doing a quick check on my people this week. How are you holding up?" Same intention, different doorway. Next, notice pace. A long reply full of details invites a slower, more spacious response from you. Follow-up questions, short reflections, maybe one clarifying question at a time. A one-word answer, "Fine, tired," calls for something lighter and lower pressure. "Got it. This week's been a lot for a bunch of people. Want to say more, or should we park it and talk weekend plans?" You're signaling you can handle depth, but you're not demanding it. Tone also matters. For your joking friend, you can blend care and humor. On a scale from crushing it to powered by caffeine and chaos, where are you today? If they answer with a meme, you can still thread in reflection. "Huh, chaos it is. Sounds like it's been non-stop. What's been the roughest part?" For a more private friend, small, specific check-ins tend to feel safer than big emotional invitations. "How have mornings been for you lately?" Or, "How's your sleep been this month?" Concrete questions can open doors, feelings-only questions never touch. Then comes the choice point. Rather than assuming they want advice or distraction, you explicitly hand them the controls. What would feel easiest right now? Quick vent, problem solving, or just a dumb video? This kind of autonomy-supportive language not only respects their boundaries, studies show it actually makes them more open to ideas later. Over time, you're not aiming for perfect lines. You're building a pattern your friends recognize. You notice, you ask, you stay, and you let them steer. Think of your support style like adjusting the lighting in a room. You're using the same lamp, but you can dim, brighten, or shift the angle depending on what your friend needs to see. Example 1. The busy but not okay friend. You text, "I know work and family have you slammed. Want a 10-minute voice note swap later so you can just unload and then log off?" You're naming their reality, busy, offering a clear container, 10 minutes, and choosing a format that doesn't require live energy. Example 2. The always the helper friend. They say, "Enough about me, how are you?" You might reply, "I'll share, but I also don't want your stuff to vanish. Want to trade? You go first for 5 minutes, then I'll go?" This gently interrupts their reflex to disappear and models reciprocity. Example 3. The vanisher. When a friend goes quiet after a hard patch, instead of, "Why haven't you answered?" you try, "No reply needed, just sending proof you're still on my radar today." Soon, those quick thinking of you pings could be treated more like public health tools than casual messages. Workplaces may log support minutes the way they track training hours. Schools might teach emotional first aid alongside CPR, so a 15-year-old knows how to steady a panicked friend. And as AI chatbots scale, human check-ins become the handwritten margin notes next to a printed textbook, personal, specific, and impossible to fully automate. Think of each reach-out less like a performance and more like tending a small garden. Periodic water, a bit of shade, noticing what wilts and what grows. You're not responsible for someone else's soil, only for showing up with care. Over time, your simple, steady presence can become the quiet background scaffolding that helps people rebuild. Here's your challenge this week. Reach out to 3 people in your life using the exact non-demand check-in script from the episode. No need to respond if you don't have the bandwidth. Just know I'm thinking of you and I'm here. For one friend you know is struggling, add a specific menu of support offer like, "I can A. Drop off a meal, B. Be your venting buddy for 10 minutes, or C. Handle a boring task for you this week. Pick one letter." For one friend you haven't talked to in a while, use the no guilt reconnection line from the show. Absolutely no pressure or guilt about the gap. I'd just love to catch up when it works for you. Do all 3 check-ins before you go to bed tonight. Then notice which script felt most natural and save it in your phone to reuse. This was Owl Up, your daily step forward. This series continues with more chapters on owlup.co. Visit owlup.co to access the complete course and continue your learning journey. See you there!